Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Talking Shit with Relly. Thank you. How you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. I knew I said I was gonna drop a podcast probably like twice every week, but I had a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. So please bear with me. I'm gonna try to get as much like these next 3 days. I'm gonna try to get a podcast done every day. But I want to say thank you to everybody who supported me, everybody who shared me, reposted me, who followed on Apple Music, Spotify, and the Spreaker app. I want to thank all you guys. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Talking Shit. Today episode, I just want to hop straight in it. I want to talk about rappers. Is being a rapper one of the most dangerous things you can be? This topic comes from the rapper Young Dolph. If you guys haven't heard, was shot and killed yesterday in his hometown. So rest in peace to Young Dolph, and prayers go out to his family. But I was seeing something that DJ Academics posted when Boosie said being a rapper, not just only being a rapper, but being a rapper and being in your own city is one of the most dangerous things. For example, shit, we got X, no, in his own town, was killed. We have Mo 3 gunned down in his hometown. We have uh, Little Snoop killed in his hometown. Young Dolph killed in his own town. Uh, I believe Run Up Rico killed in his own town. Uh, just, just so many, just so many things, and it's not even. And we can add more. We got Pop Smoke, but he wasn't King Von. Uh, just all these rappers who's dying, whether it's guns, drugs, whether it's car accident, suicide. It's crazy at the you look at the numbers with rappers and how they're dropping off like flies. Whether they're so depressed they have to take drugs to cope with it, drugs kill them. Whether they're so successful in their own neighborhood, everybody hates them, so they kill them. Whether it's being in nice cars and driving fast, trying to get away from people, car accident, dead. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, I forgot to add Nipsey Hussle in there. It's crazy how somebody gets it from nothing. So I'm not really big on Young Dolph, but I heard his story. Who made it from nothing, literally gritted and grinded from nothing. From nothing. Worked, and he always stayed loyal to his community in Memphis. He got it, and he became successful. And you want to know the first thing he did? He gave back. He gave back. X, he gave back. Pop Smoke, he gave back. Nipsey, he gave back. Everybody gives back. Juice World, he gives back. All of them support the community. Every rapper who makes it out, 9 times out of 10, the first thing they do when they make it out, they always help out the hood that they made it out of. And niggas be hating and be like, nah, fuck that nigga, bro. He made it out, I bet. You got a target on your back. Being a rapper, you got a target on your back, and I don't understand that. I don't understand because athletes, let's say it like this, athletes make more money than rappers, but athletes can go to Walmart without having a gun on them, go to the mall without having security, go to the beach with their wife and kids. But say a rapper will go to the mall and you'll get pressed by 20 different niggas. Internet, not even internet, just 20 just to press you to go viral or target on your back, Pinpoint. You got a target on your back. And that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around is why? Why do they have a target on their back? Why do we kill successful entertainers, entrepreneurs? Why? That's what I want to know. Why? It makes no sense. Makes no sense how he's here one day and gone the next. Makes no sense. How you give back to your community, you open your own store and you get gunned down in front of your store. How you go buy cookies for your mom, get gunned down in the fucking store. That's crazy. You go buy motorcycles and you get gunned down leaving. You on vacation in LA, you get gunned down in your Airbnb. You take a flight to Chicago with a bunch of drugs, and you being the most successful and famous person there, you take all the drugs. I don't find that suspicious. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. King Von getting into a fight, got shot and killed. For what? Why? Why? What happened to when niggas used to beef? It's with gun. It's not with guns. They beef with hands. Like niggas like throw hands, yo. Stop taking these fucking drugs. Like what happened to just smoking weed? Like what happened to that shit? Like let me go look and see every rapper we lost in the past 5 years to things that could have been preventable. Because it's we have to paint a narrative not only when you want to be a rapper that oh you're gonna make a money, but when you become a rapper, you paint a fucking huge fucking target on your back because everybody wants you. For what? Everybody wants to be that person. Everybody wants to take out the top dog, and I find that crazy. Like I'm reading the article, we got Young Dolph, we got Lil Marlo, Pop Smoke, Juice World, Mac Miller, XX, Nipsey Hussle, even the B.I.G., Biggie, Tupac. We got Little Pete. We got many more that I can't think of, but it should be known that being a rapper, it's a target on your back. No matter which way you put it, it's a target on your back. And I want to know why. I want to know why y'all think it is. What I think is just jealousy and hatred and not wanting another person to win. Not wanting another person to win. It's fucking I don't know, like what would push well, I'm trying to think what will push me to the fucking point where I see a successful man and I want to go take him out. What's gonna me being a friend of a successful man, seeing him do hard drugs and me not help him out? What's me being a celebrity and know that I got not a celebrity, me being a rapper and that I have a target on my back, why I don't have security with me? Why me becoming a rapper means I have a huge fucking target on my back? The shits that people y'all need to ask. If your homeboy want to be a rapper, he tells you, "Oh, T, I want to be a rapper." Like, bro, you sure, bro? You gonna paint a huge target in your back? Because niggas will literally hate you for no fucking reason. Shit, people will love you for no fucking reason. But the hate is real. I cannot know you, and if my man say, "Oh, we don't like you," nigga, I don't like you, nigga. That's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. So that's just something I wanted to get off my chest because I've been thinking about it, and I just wanted to bring that across to you guys. I want you guys to think about that. And the title should be "Is Being a Rapper the Most Dangerous Job in the World?" Over being a cop, a firefighter. Think about that. Rappers drop like flies, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So let's move off. Let's move off from that subject, from that topic. What I want to say, I want to thank you guys for all the support on Spotify. The Apple Music is currently down. It's not letting me upload my podcast to the Apple Podcast Network. So just make sure you look out on Spotify for the podcast that should be dropping 3 episodes a week. I'm sorry. And each episode is going to be something different. It's not going to be a complete layout because I want to surprise you guys. I don't want to be like, oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do this. No, it's going to be different. So every day, whatever's on my mind, I'm going to say, because that's what the podcast is about. Just me talking shit. Okay, guys, what's up? Sorry I had to cut a part out. But right now, I'm going to give you guys a story time on shit. We're going to call this Hell and Back. How I went from hell and back. So I'm not going to really give too much detail because I don't want this podcast to be too long. We're at 6th grade year. I'm at MS 72 in Queens, New York. Okay. I thought I was a decent student. I got suspended like 3-4 times, maybe. Fights here and there. I was on the basketball team, middle school basketball team. Made the team as a 6th grader. I was always in IS. I was just a badass kid, yo, like bad. And I was on a football team outside of school called the Springfield Rifles, and I got in trouble in school. So this is where the story goes down. I got in trouble in school because I called the girl a shorty. I remember I called her a shorty because she was short as shit. She told the fucking guidance counselor. The guidance counselor told my mom, and then my mom said I can't play in the fucking championship game. Guys, I was the starting quarterback on my team. We were undefeated, and we were playing against the Staten Island Hurricanes. The winner of that game gets to go to Florida for nationals. And the day of the game, I'm getting ready. My mom said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I got a game. My coach is coming to get me." She said, "No, you don't have a game. You're not going." In my head, I'm like, "Bitch, what? What you mean I'm not going?" She said, "You're not going. You got in trouble in school. Go sit your ass down." So, like, she called my coach and said, "Hey, coach, don't come get him. He got in trouble in school. Blah, 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 blah." I'm Coach said, "Okay." And me in my head, I'm so fucking mad, y'all. I'm so hot. And I'm in 6th grade at the time. So what was I, 10, 11? I was so hot. So what I decided to do, I grabbed my equipment, threw it in a duffel bag. I walked about 45 to 50 minutes. I walked all the way to my game. So if you guys are familiar with New York, I lived in Queens, and I lived in Queens by the Conduit, and I walked all the way to Roy Wilkins Park. as an 11-year-old. As an 11-year-old, by myself, heavy ass equipment. And my mom had no idea. I didn't know what she was doing. I think she went to work. I don't remember what happened. But as soon as she left, I got the green light to go. So I went to the game. Coach asked, I thought she wasn't playing. I said, no, I'm playing. I got her to change my mind. She dropped me off. The coach ain't gonna question me. So bang, I'm playing in the game. Tough game. Scores like 6-13. We're winning. Third quarter. Fucking my uncle. I think it was my uncle pulled up to the fucking game, yanked my ass by my fucking helmet, and drug my ass all the way home. Like he walked to the fucking park and he made me walk home in my full equipment mid game. Mid game. That shit broke my heart. I got the worst ass whooping of my life. Oh my fucking god. I got the worst ass whooping. I think I got my ass whooped by my uncle, my mom, my grandpa, and all my aunties. Like I got the worst ass whooping of my life. And at that moment, I'm like, I'm gonna run away. Right? Okay, so this plays on to the next part. So while all that's going on, I'm on MySpace. And I find my dad. You guys don't know, my dad wasn't really in my life growing up at all. Until that point where I didn't find him. His baby moms found me on Instagram, on MySpace. And then she DM'd me, said, hey, I'm blah, 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 blah. I'm your father's girlfriend. Your father really wants to see you, wants to talk to you. He's sorry he wasn't there, blah, 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 blah. Straight bullshit. So me, I want to get the fuck away from my mom. So I started entertaining it. I didn't think it was going to go nowhere. So anyways, I started talking to my pops. Right after that happens, my mom got his number. And my mom sent me to go stay with my dad for the summer. So me, I didn't know what to feel. My dad came to come pick me up in Queens to take me to Yonkers. So he came to come pick me up. It was about 3 chains. Took the E train to the 2 chain, and we got in the cab. Here's red flag number 1. We got in a cab to his crib. This nigga got out of the cab a block away from his crib. He said, I don't want nobody to know where the fuck I stay. In my head, I'm like, okay, whatever. Red flag number 1. So 2, we get to the crib, and it's not a bad crib. That shit looked pretty nice, yo. Like, compared to living with fucking 20 people at my old house, now it's just me, him, my stepmom, and my little sister that I never knew I had until I got to the crib. So I get there, and I swear it's like this nigga ran game on me, yo. Like I played the game. He had an Xbox 360. I played the game whenever I wanted. Usually I have to switch every game, but no, I play whenever I wanted. He had a big computer. I get to do whatever I want all day. I didn't have no limit. I could stay on the game all day. He wouldn't say nothing. He would feed me everything I like. He took me to the park. He took me everywhere. And as I'm staying with him, I told him, I want to live with you. I don't want to go back with my mom. And he said, okay. We made that happen. So fast forward, school starts back. I'm supposed to be on my way to 7th grade. Red flag number 2. My dad holds me back in 6th grade because they recommended it, but I didn't need it. So him and my mom decided to hold me back in 6th grade. Oh my fucking God. I had to do 6th grade all over again. Guys, that was like the worst. I felt so stupid. Ugh. So, anyways, I repeated sixth grade. I started at the school, and that school was called PS 23. PS 23 in Yonkers, New York. Um, and that school was so sweet. Oh my god, so sweet, y'all. Like it was so easy. I used to skip class, cut everything. It was so sweet. So I did sixth grade there. Sixth grade, I remember for sure. I was in 601. I was in Miss Martin class. In New York, we had three classes. It was 601, 602, 603. 603 is the remedial classes. That's the kids with the low test scores. 602 was the medium. 601 was the highest. So, like I said, I got the highest test score. So I'm in 601, but my dad still decided to leave me back. Anyways, so sixth grade passed. It was a pretty good year. I was on the basketball team. I played football for a youth team called Yonkers Gladiators. You guys can go look up the highlights on YouTube. I was a fucking monster. Um, so seventh grade rose up. I'm shit. My dad. That's the time when my dad went to jail. So let me explain this. My dad goes to jail. I stayed with my stepmom. My dad was in jail for 3 months, right? My stepmom brings in a friend. You guys can't see me, but I'm throwing up the quotation. She brings in a friend, right? She said that was her cousin. She said that was her cousin. Be in mind, I'm like 12, 13, but I'm not dumb. Like, I'm really smart as shit. So she said that was her cousin. Red flag number fucking 3. Yo, her cousin, one, every time he comes over, right? He sleeps on the bed with her. He rubs her feet. Like I remember one time he rubs her fucking feet and like in a sexual manner. Like I know what's going on. Like he's rubbing her feet. They sleeping together. I remember one time she like in her underwear and drawers, and then fucking so as she's going in the room, she takes off her clothes while her cousin is sitting on the bed. Like I'm a fucking dumbass, right? I remember one time I went in her room, she told me to get something. There's a fucking dildo next to the bed. I'm like, why the fuck is there a dildo next to the bed when you're in here with your cousin? I'm like, okay, this bitch thinks I'm stupid, but she trying to run game on me. So I'm gonna just fall back. Cause at that time, I'm starting not to feel my pops because that nigga was doing some fucked up shit. So she let me do whatever the fuck I wanted. So I didn't care. Like I would skip school. She wouldn't care. I would bring girls to the crib, bring my friends to the crib. She wouldn't care. Like she wouldn't care. So I didn't care, right? So that goes on for 3 months. My dad gets out of jail. I wake up. Her boyfriend wasn't there. Well, her cousin wasn't there. And I'm like, what happened to so and so? She was like, oh, he went back to the Bronx. Don't tell your dad that he was here because your dad doesn't like when people is here. So I'm like, whatever. Anyways, Pops come home and Pops, the first day he came home, Drew Hell fucking snapped on me, talking about you supposed to be the man of the house. You not doing what you supposed to be doing. Blah, 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 blah. He went to his man's next door. I guess his man's next door. The nigga name was Yams. Nigga name was fucking Yams, bro. And that nigga looked like Drake. He was like, oh, my boy said you been running the streets, not doing what you gotta doing. Keep fucking with me. I'ma beat your fucking ass. He like, you gonna be the fucking reason I go back to prison. I fucking hate you. Fuck all that shit, right? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Like, what the fuck did I do to this nigga? Like, I swear to God, y'all, it was his first day out of jail on team some T Grizzly shit. First day out, just started snapping. So I'm just in my head. I'm like, whatever. And the thing is, there I couldn't go to my room because I slept in the fucking in the living room. That was where I stayed. I stayed in the living room. So I used to have to be around him all the time, 24/7. Used to have to be around him all the time because now the baby mamas, okay, I'm not gonna say her name. She told my pops that she didn't want to be with him. Like she didn't want to be with him, and like my pops kind of forced her into like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here for my son and my daughter. I don't care what you say, because my sister, she's autistic. And like, no, I don't want her to forget about me. I'm gonna stay. So anyway, they squashed that, and then they ended up getting back together like the next fucking day. So a week passed by. I'm on the football team. I get home. Guys, I promise you not. I get home 5 minutes late. And here's the reason why I get home late. My coach, his wife, was going into labor. He had to go to the hospital, so he couldn't drop us off all the way home. He dropped us off down the hill. All we had to do was walk like 10 minutes up the hill. My pops he went mad, like, nah, nigga, you really bring your, he was like, nah. I don't know. He just didn't believe me. Like, he was calling me a liar. He called me all types of shit. The fucking coaches, every single one of them came to my house literally to talk to my dad, to tell him what happened. He did not believe me. He did not believe me, guys. And when I was in Yonkers, we was one of the top teams in Yonkers, yo. And my dad pulled me off the team because my coach couldn't drop me all the way off home. And that's when I became to fucking hate my father. I hated him so much. So much. But guess what, y'all? The nigga went right back to jail. And fuck, yo, I'm sorry, but I was so happy, yo. Oh my fuck, I was so happy. So fucking happy. I was so happy. He went back to jail, and guess what? A day later, after he went to jail, guess who came back around? All right, guys, if you guys want to hear the end of that story, make sure you tune in to our next podcast. Guys, thank you for listening to this very long episode of Talking Shit with Relly. If you guys have anything to say about my first talking point, my Twitter will be in the title description. So go to my Twitter, tell me what you guys think about that. Do you guys think rappers is one of the deadliest things you can be? I don't know. You tell me. Make sure you guys follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Spreaker. Keep your eyes out for me on the Apple iTunes store and on iHeartRadio. I'm still trying to get that figured out. But anyways, y'all, Relly signing out. Peace.